Hello and welcome back to Space Haven. We are searching for New Eden as our ship continues to grow. We recently just narrowly escaped some pirates getting a bunch of our stuff blasted to heck. We've been having some rough space fights. I'm not gonna lie, we've really kind of underestimated how bad enemy ships are when we're fighting them. So my big goals today, we recently just got a second shield reactor online. But I would like to, well, we got to power these shield reactors. I'd like to build some more. We got a lot of stuff being built. We're building up new power plants. We've got to rebuild this entire military wing. I want to put in a couple more hull stabilizers so we have more HP. I've noticed the pirates that we fight often have 3 of these. So those are going to kind of be some of our major goals today. And then we'll just keep continuing our little expansion. I'm realizing I could move these guys here and put in secondary point defense turrets up in these side wings so that we had a little bit more spread of our PDCs. Or alternatively, I could like put some guns or something up there. I don't know. We'll figure out the details of our command deck right now. There are certainly some options we could play with. I'm also thinking if we move that door there, we could put in another airlock right here, and we could actually have like a secondary section of the ship. But we recently just repaired, refueled-ish. And so I think our big goal today is really just to start off by getting a lot of new blocks. We got blocks that need to get got, so we got to do some mining. I don't really need energem. And we're doing okay on ice. Okay, so the big thing actually is probably like derelicts would be good. Look at us. We're ready to jump already. We're already ready. There's the occasional mission coming in from people. But mostly it's like looting, mining, getting ourselves goodies. This is a robot ship. So let's get out there right away and start getting us supplies. We also have the ability to put augments on our people now. We're just got to train up a good enough doctor. So it's coming together. I think we still have, what, 2 more crew to be recruited as well? If these are robots, we'll go straight to the airlock, I think, with them. And let's make sure that our starfighter is set right here. We'll set it right there so they intercept any of these rogue bots being built. You can just kind of park a starfighter above them. I always forget that we can do that. And it sort of just solves the problem. I do love these ships because they're full of scrap. Ow. I'm being a little bit stubborn here and just brute forcing this. We weren't fully healed up before we came in, so I'm kind of just thinking like, let's hit it and quit it. Do this shit fast. That doesn't count as fully explored? Wow. What do we think that is? Pond de Flow. A mystery? Just stay drafted right now. An explosive grenade launcher. Well, I suppose you could put that on the rifle. Why not? And just in case they decide not to make this easy on me, we're going to pick him up, put him right in. And Bob's your uncle. Let's go. So there's a bit of scrap floating around. We'll grab... I'm going to grab everything off of this because right now we actually need to break down human bodies in order to get a bit of research done. Yeah, look at that. Our starfighter is taking on those rogue bots one by one. That's what I want. That is precisely what I want them doing. Look at that. Perfect. Golden. So you, Mr. Starfighter, are now off duty. We got some... We'll go for the ice. We'll go for the exotic ores, the base metals. I don't think we need any regular ores. Well, you know, I say that. I might not be right. I'm gonna grab everything. There's not a lot out here, so... how we doing? Crisis resolved. Farming drones damaged. Okay. A couple military alliance ships coming in. We might be able to do some trade as well. Shoot those clankers. In Warhammer, Manfred is literally the reason we have Age of Sigmar instead of Warhammer Fantasy. Yes. He is a brutal tragedy to the series. But, you know, you need someone who is truly the villain. I mean, like, Nagash is kind of the villain of fantasy, but I feel like Manfred is somehow more of the villain. In a strange way. Rogue bot architecture. Ooh, we're also going to get combat robots today, which is super exciting. And better hypersleep pods. John from accounting and Jake from steak farm. Can add them both in. That could be done. Ooh. Mental breakdown. Jareth friend killer. Uh-oh. That's not the person you want to hear get a breakdown. Boy, I have a lot of laser rifles. I don't need that many, especially because we can't even use them all. So I'm going to sell 3 of them? 2 of them? Buy some energy rods. I'm going to buy these grips and scopes as well. Just because I can. You guys have energy rods, but they're really expensive. You know what I should be buying is like energy blocks. Because that stuff is actually expensive. And valuable. Tech blocks as well if they got them. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of gigs queued up right now. Just trying to get like these new power nodes online was the other big goal. I hate to say it, but for right now, I think I'm going to turn all of this stuff off. I'll leave the scanner on because I still need a scanner. But I think in terms of like what we need elsewhere, yeah, I'd rather them pull this stuff into the other departments. Like turning off our weapons, but Moonface jerk, he's got worse than end times. Put him on the fire, grudge him for burning bad and wasted fuel. Manfred is really the true betrayer of Warhammer. Like it's like no matter what happens, he's always there to just screw someone over at the last second. You guys got a bunch of energy rods, so I'm gonna buy them all. You also have a bunch of energy blocks. I'm gonna find a way to buy them all. You have dirt cheap energy cells? Hot dog. I'm gonna sell you a flamethrower. I'm gonna sell you an extra grenade launcher. What else do I need to make here? Shotgun auto loader. I have 4 basic scopes. Why did I buy those? Soft blocks. I'll sell you 5 of those. Carbon, I'll sell you a bunch of that. Dude, honestly, if that dude has so many energy cells and they're on cheap, I'm gonna buy all of them. I mean, I could just make another plasma cluster gun. I have the tech for that. I actually don't have the tech for these other things, so... Okay, we are officially broke, but the good news is that we also officially have probably enough to make all of our other things. Or at least a lot of it. What is this? An alien hive, or... I think so. I love that you board these robot ships and they just occasionally have weird alien stuff on them. It's a bit alarming, but I still like it. This guy I think we can shrink down quite a bit. Range 8. So he covers all of this right now, as well as this one random shield generator, which I should be able to pull this in even more once we get rid of that. That's fantastic. Very pleased to be getting some good power. Same deal over here. This also means I should be able to get rid of these smaller power nodes. For right now, what I'm going to do is just move it here, because I don't know what's going in that room yet. And then this guy can run a beautiful 300 point power. Oh, yeah. So when that's locked in all the way, it's a ton of power for this place. Charging efficiency, 10%. I guess, we don't have a power capacity node over here either, which is something we're probably going to want to add. But I'm not going to rush it right now, especially because there's literally nothing else over here. So we're one energy block, one infra block, and one tech block off of getting a second power reactor and the scanner back up and running. And then a bunch of more Merchant Federation people just showed up. Cheap hyperfuel, cheap electronic components. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say we were constantly in need of those as well. You're the guy we traded with, and this guy has cheap food. I wouldn't mind buying some of these, but I also don't think we have anything left to sell. Maybe I could sell scrap, actually. I'll pick up 5 of them, sure. Love how chat censors certain words. It shows up on the stream. It's not censored. Chat or just me? Might be broke, but it won't be on backup power. I mean, yeah, I do want to get some better backup power nodes here as well going. There's a lot of things we're learning about the way the ship is running that's like, okay, We need more power. We need more backup power. We need significantly more hull stability. I could move like hull stability up in one of these rooms if we wanted, but I just feel like there's better options for this space. Haven't entirely decided what that is, but some sort of like logistics compound or something. Definitely getting this power fixed would be nice. Really? You built that rocket turret? Didn't I turn you off rebuild? Huh. I have auto rebuild on, that's why. Aha. Suddenly, it all makes sense. All right, how we feeling about this? All stripped down, all good to go. Let's bounce. This was good. We got like a lot of very valuable stuff here, and we got, most importantly, all of our shields online. The station is suffering from a fuel crisis. Oh, civilians built a farming station out here. Okay. Interesting. There are a couple of derelicts down that way. Alternatively, Zan Flamberg to Tau Zimmerman. Like, I could just fly back to Zan Flamberg and pick up a bunch of stuff, pick up a bunch of quests. But I don't know, man. I guess I feel like looting derelicts is just as good a job. I do like it when derelicts also have other stuff in the space. Like here. Here's a derelict and a claimable. For right now, I'm just going to keep vibing in this sector for a minute. Nice, 2 derelicts. Just because there's also a decent possibility that they give us a quest here. All right, we got rogue bots up here. The lads are sleeping right now. Okay. You know what? I'm going to let them just finish their shift so that they have full HP. The Starfighter can hold it off. Not to mention we now have like a gajillion shields. It's also a siren world. Okay, there is a lot of bad on this. This is not a place we really want to hang out for super long. Rogue bots detected. Rogue bots detected. Rogue bots detected. Rogue bots detected. That feels like a lot of rogue bots. I think it's just the same rogue bot over and over again. Let's get in there. Let's do what we do best. Hope Space Haven's been treating you well today. Abak, thank you very much. It has been. We were actually planning to play a little indie game this morning, but I realized it's meant to be hitting 1.0, this other indie game. But it's not getting there for a couple hours. So I'm a bit distracted this morning. What am I doing here? Can we get in positions where our guys are not going to get blown up? Answer that is a resounding no. New missions available. Garbage items. Tech blocks. But you want an energy block. And I feel like that's worth more value. You also want the energy block? Yes. Sorry, dudes. I am not going to take these quests. If there's an energy block on this ship, I want it myself. Can we stand somewhere where we stop exploding? Okay, chimp bot's going that way. This feels good. Yeah. Get him in a little choke point. Miss our plasma shots. Sheriff, you better just... I like how he just like crashed and burned. He was like, yeah, I know what you want me to do, but... A bulletproof vest? Who's close by? Who doesn't have a bulletproof vest? Oh, you all do. Well, somebody will get that equipped afterwards. King Mars, good morning. Mac, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Christy, hi. Timing on that was perfect. Is that my shuttle? What are you doing here, buddy? Undraft all. They said there was a tech block on this ship. Oh, no. They said there's a tech block on the other ship. The Mass Minerva. Noted. You know what, guys? You might as well just get back in this ship right away. Obviously, Jareth is not gonna be doing this part of the mission, but the rest of you can. Petaback game, sir. We have an orc problem. Tower defense. Gun down a horde of orcs. I like that. I really want to try. There's this like weird auto battler called There Are No Orcs. And that one also looks very fun. Buggies. Merchant Federation. What do you need? 3 energy cells. I have 10. They'll give me 1,500 credits. I bought those for like $100 each. That's a hell of a deal. I don't know why I have a -1 relationship with the Merchant Federation right now. That should be significantly higher. Considering the amount of favors we have done for them. Nano wound dressing. Sick. Let's actually give that to Norroth, who has bandages and combat stims at the moment. Dude, our away team is getting kitted up. Nano wound dressing, plasma stims, plasma cluster rifles. Ain't no problem for these lads anymore. I see you, Harvester. Who's fast? Too fast, too furious. Guys, those were terrible shots. Embarrassing, even. Just move back a little bit here. I think there's like 1 more bug. Maybe 2 more bugs. Nice. Okay. Select all, except that. And we'll take that energy block. We got a second power generator. Oh my god, I'm going to dismantle the Energem power generator. And now we officially no longer need Energem. We only need energy rods. Basically, all orcs must die. That lower side room. Yeah, so you do only need like part of the ship. I think it's like 75%, but you have to clear out. You do have to clear everything that's alive on the ship. Which do be the frustrating part. Everyone's like, whoa, 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 lo, lo, whoa, lo, lo, whoa, lo, lo. Damn siren worlds. 4 energy blocks. And what do I need to make these? Large power nodes? I only need 1. So here's the deal. I want to put one of these back in these rooms. In order to do it, I kind of have to like build them and then disassemble the small power node and then move the big power node. Or I guess I could just move the small power node first. And then build them in the correct spot. Why don't we do that? Seeing as I'm apparently just stacking these power nodes around right now for no good reason. It's very funny when you're playing on harsh difficulty and you're like, well, I don't just want to disassemble something because then I won't get my money back. Everything becomes so much more precious. This is fine. New guys coming into town. These guys came into town. Energy rods, hyperfuel, artificial meat. How are we on meat? 2. I got some money. You also want to buy these energy cells for a lot of cash. I don't really want to sell them because they're such a pain to make. And they kind of go in everything right now, so... Rubble. Tech scraps. On the scrap counter... Yeah, we actually only need, like, energy scrap. What we really need is this recycler just going 24/7. I think what we need is a second recycler. Realistically, that would be the best thing for our ship right now. But that is a lot of space that we don't necessarily have, so. Chio, hello. I see we have a Chio too as well. Yes. Oh, speaking of new people, Oscar. Prisoner recruited. Weapons 5. Bravery 4. Oscar, I like the cut of your jib. Your jib, it cuts well. You are going to be called Bojangles. I'm going to let you stay in that all red drip. And then I tell you what, man, you're going to get a plasma cluster gun. With, I don't know, man, a pistol, I guess. Now, what's very funny about this... Do you replace Neiman? Bo, I think you do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Also, you create shift 5. So Neiman only has weapons 3 right now. Perception 2 to 5. Oh, he has 5 perception though. So actually he ends up, once he's trained up, he'll be an incredible shot. The bravery 1, 1, 2, 2, 4. I mean, Bo is, this man is made for boarding. He's a prize-fighting psychopath. Immune to scared, immune to lonely. There's no question he's going on this. You're a police officer psychopath. Bo and Noroth are going to get along really well. Yeah, dudes, Neiman is actually going to move down to... I tell you what, he's going to move to second shift. Because second currently has a ton of greens on it. And then I think I'll move plus 3,000 down to third, down to fifth schedule, which I guess I now have to make. Huh. I am also just realizing because we already have overlapping shifts. How do I spread this out better? If you went over 1, you'd go over 2. That's how you're meant to do it. Oops. That's how you're meant to do it. You're meant to actually only have 3 shifts. So they don't overlap on free time. We need more beds. Yep. I'm going to majorly reshift this right now. So all our 4s have to move into other shifts. So I'm going to move you into shift 1. Okay, we have 2 yellows there. 1 yellow there. Let's put another yellow in shift 2. And then we have green, green, and green. Wow, okay. We'll go shift 1. We'll go shift 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll shift you into shift 2 as well, I guess? Question mark? And then I just need to very quickly fix this. Oh, Chio, you're on 1, 1, 1, 1. Livy, you're on 1. You're on 2. You're on 2. You're on 2 now. 2. You're 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. So, oh, you know, I do have these new barracks rooms, so I actually do have enough bedrooms for everybody. Now that I think on it a little bit more. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have enough rooms for 8 people. Will Neiman remain a red shirt? Yes. Basically, my idea is I'm going to spread the red shirts out a little bit, so at least then there is a security officer on every shift. Ungram here is... Both Ungram and Turg are, like, decent on weapons as well. You have a shotgun? You can actually upgrade to... My hope is to have some of these guys have stun rifles. But I'm actually realizing I don't have that many stun rifles. The hope is like basically everyone who's not on a boarding shift has a stun rifle. The red shirts can keep laser guns. Laser guns! Insufficient medical supplies. And fabrics. For you? If less than 3 medical supplies, please create. I'd like to make sure we have that in stock. We don't have a fabric maker, but I believe we've recently unlocked it. I want to say that, but maybe we didn't. No, we did. It's called a micro weaver. There it is. Turns fabrics. Oh, you can grow fibers. Oh. Interesting. Look, I have just enough room to put this right here. Well, if that's the case, let's grow some fibers. That's going to end up being hops for alcohol, which we don't have set up yet, but we'll add it deep into the queue. Combat robots are being worked on right now. Who would have ever guessed we'd have to be growing fibers? Growing a little of everything right now, I suppose. Okay, are we done stripping these guys down? Yes, yes. Let's go. Get the hell out of here. We are on a research boosted siren world. But I don't feel like hanging out in siren worlds is very good for us in the long term. Or people get kind of upsetty spaghetti about it. Deliver cargo. Let's just do this. Let's just get these derelicts out of the way. That's a trap. If ever I've seen one. What is confusing now is our boarding team is like... no longer the top 4 people. I'd like you to build a plasma cluster gun for me. Jareth, fire, 4% chance. One of the surgical enhancements reduces accident chance. And I notice there's only certain people who actually cause accidents, so... How much does the hull stabilizer build cost? Oh, a lot. Interesting. Also a little unexpected. All right, well, I'm going to grab all this loot that's clearly trapped. No? It's just a broken cargo bay? Wow. I'm shook. Hey, you also can use a real gun now, Neiman. And you're really accurate, so I'm going to give you a rifle. With a scope. And... oh Oh yeah, you got that cluster gun. Your weapon's 4. You're almost weapons 5. Alright, gang. Might as well rip through this derelict real fast. Imagine growing something made from plants. Crazy. I know, it's shocking. Honestly, kind of sacrilege. Why don't you all just crouch? Doesn't really seem to be a reason not to crouch, other than it just takes a moment to set up. Oh, who are these guys? Merchant Federation. This is my ship. New mission available at the Loki. Bring you back medical supplies and we'll give you breaching charges. Tech blocks. I'll do that for tech blocks. How about that? Just gotta make sure they don't steal this on me now. I think we're okay on that front, though. There's not really a lot there. Do we have corpses? Body of deceased humans. We have 2. How many do I need for all this stuff? Oh, looks like we've already dissected everyone we need, so... Happy to leave the corpses as is. And we'll help those merchants just get their stuff. Wait for that reward, and then we can jump. Take no time at all in this place. Bring our shuttle back, and we're good, baby. No, it's a trap. Reverse the trap with big brain energy. I mean, I suppose that's just like letting them... letting the merchants go in first. Yeah, we have to cut through this pirate sector to do the next things, but until we get those hull stabilizers up, I don't want to do that. Let's just jump down here. There's a handful of things in this station, in this area, including a farming station. Those are rogue bots. That's just a big ship with a cargo inventory on it. Okay. Why don't I have a starfighter? It is destroyed. Well, that's not good. Especially because all these guys are kind of tired right now. Okay. At least this is not a big ship. So it won't take a lot to shut it down. Hopefully. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. You guys just like move into a slightly more favorable position? Plasma cluster guns. So good. And I'd say that's probably everybody on this ship. Sure looks like it. Easy clapped. Lot of goodies. Lot of good goodies. We'll let our guys rest before they go to the other ship, because it's not really a rush in the same way. Can you believe this? This power room has 5 thermal regulators and 2 vents. I still am struggling to keep it cool. I don't know how. I'm actually going to say that only energy rods should be stored in here. Our scanner is back up. Our rocket turret is back up. Our energy turret is almost back up. Oh, nice. And these are all good now, too. Go slightly bigger on you. So, with that made, I don't need that one. And I don't really need that one, but I guess part of me is like, why not leave that in here? And then I could actually just focus this on just basically the engines. I can have this one pull double duty. But you know what? I guess why not let both of them pull double duty? Just having a little bit more juice in those areas will be helpful. And then, yeah, you have to stay on range 7 for these guys. That shield gen has its own booster. And this guy can move. So that's good. That's good. These guys don't have a power capacity node in here yet. But I suppose that's the next step for them. So that way, all 4 of our large power nodes also have power capacity, so they can be overboosted. This is hilarious. Completely unnecessary. Literally not powering anything, but I just don't want to destroy them. How do we lose a starfighter but not a person? If your little pods blow up, the person just ejects out of it and then they spacesuit back to the ship. It's very helpful. Newer one was wounded, even on Armageddon. Kadia Katachan, sorcerer cast lightning and is split going around. No heretic, just an unkillable soldier. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about the Rambo? Sly Rambo or whatever his name is? CS band of idiots. Rescue crew of a friendly faction. Kill all monsters. Rescue someone from a hive. Take as a refugee. For 4 tech blocks? Sold. How long have I been here? I see. I see. I see what's happened. So you guys should have just woken up, but you are all exhausted. Well, not exhausted, but you could be in better shape. Noroth's out flying the starfighter because he loves doing that. On the bright side, waiting for these dum-dums to explore has now netted me a quest. Super handy. A stun pistol. Ship log. Interested in log. Military alliance. How interested would you say you are? You guys have a ton of stuff for me to trade for. How much money do I have? $1,000. How are we on these energy cells? I'm gonna guess that I have 0 of them, as is almost always the case. Okay, do I have anything else to sell you here? Do you want some biomatter? I guess. Some tech scrap. Kind of just want to keep buying energy cells, but we'll go with that. Somebody drop that pistol on the floor. Wait, somebody here doesn't have a pistol, right? Yeah. Why don't you grab that? Just in case. Still surviving. Good morning, Space Commander. DL. Good morning. Good morning. Genius does. Have I seen how many copies Subnautica 2 sold? A lot. Which I'm very happy about. Unknown Worlds is literally one of my favorite developers. I grew up playing Natural Selection competitively, which was their game before Subnautica was like a thing. And actually Subnautica has a lot of hidden references to that game. How do we feel about this? We want to all come in here? Come on, Bo. You got that plasma cluster shotgun. You should be dropping aliens like this. Them bugs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I just get greedy? I think I just got greedy. Okay, there's another harvester right there. Nice. Okay, this isn't too bad. Let's just wait right here. Oh, Jarrett's in front of a wall. My bad, my bad. Oh, I can actually just fly out in this space. How did they all get caught here? You can literally just stand in a way that makes it so you can't get hit. Guys, don't shoot the egg when there's an active alien there. For the love of God. They're all gonna come back with parasites. It's gonna be bad. Let's make sure we get this nice container full of loot. Cargo shuttle has been claimed. Okay, Johnny. We gotta talk to you. Jennifer, why don't we have you talk to them? Sorry, Bo, I see there is one egg left down there. Please help! Sure. You decide to help them. Over 1 million copies in an hour? Hell yeah. Claim bounties to sell captive crew. No, I don't want to do that. I'm recruiting those bounties. Sorry, I don't know why I'm... Ooh, take them... Offer to take the crew on board as refugees, except... Help. Maybe I do need to talk to them. You come upon a person in distress. Johnny Love. Ask them what happened. You talk for a long time. Is this really the place to be talking? This guy wants to join my crew. He is terrible. Welcome aboard, Johnny. I love how the telemarketers always just have like the worst possible stats. I mean, he's got weapons 4. Please help, Mitchell. Wait. Why hasn't this ship triggered? Oh, there's an egg left here. It's gonna be the last one. Just gonna keep our lads drafted for a second because I gotta figure out where we're going. There's the military alliance being like, hey, we notice you have our people on board. I better bring over a second shuttle. I'm being scanned? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have contraband. I've sedative syringes, and I have a couple people who have alien enzymes in their pockets. This is not good. Hopefully, they won't be too upset with me. Crafton is going to have to pay up? Yeah. There's no question about that. After the whole lawsuit thing, yes, we have refugees on board. Please, take them back. I wish I could enjoy Subnautica. I tried the first one. I love survival crafter games, but I have thalassophobia, and it was not for me. I mean, here's my opinion on that. I also have really bad thalassophobia, but I still played Subnautica as a way to, like, face my fears. This guy is suspicious. Uh-oh. What did they give us? A quadratic component, a laser rifle, a shotgun, 5 Hyperium, and electronic components, and a ton of credits. Sick. You got anything to trade? Meat. Nah. Okay, Bo, you are carrying someone. Can you carry them there? Jareth, I'm going to get you to pick up Noroth and also carry him there. And then Jimifer, I think I'm just going to undraft you right now. I don't really understand where my other shuttle is. I don't know who has this syringe. I'm very nervous right now. Very, very nervous. What happened here? Bojangles has fallen unconscious. Grab him, put him on the ship. Thank you. Undraft. Kelly is out of oxygen. Johnny, are you doing anything about that? I gotta keep an eye on Jimifer here. Damn it. Faction is suspicious because they know you're performing actions they react negatively to. They have detected contraband, and they have detected that I'm holding faction members as refugees. Inspection complete. Relationship -5. Aware of captive crew. Wants to negotiate. I'm happy to turn over my contraband. Our scanner revealed captive crew members on board your ship. We don't have space for them anyway. You must promise you will deliver them to one of our other ships when you meet one. Dude, I was going to do that anyway. I'm happy to give you your guys back. Under inspection. Are they going to board my ship now? Oh, cool. All right. We officially have one of these. Smuggling bays. Human organs, alien enzymes, CSP. So somebody has, Livy has some alien enzymes. She's going to drop those. Okay, she's the only one. So that's all right. Let this be a lesson. Conducting illegal activities. Yeah, the lesson is build a smuggler's bay. That was the lesson we were meant to learn, right? Just make sure you don't get caught. Because that's the lesson I learned from that. Had to mod Ark Survival to get through the water bits. I'm also an international man of mystery. I guess that's true. But I hear you. I mean, I played a bit of Subnautica with VR for a while. And I pretty quickly was like, I can't do this. What am I thinking? Johnny Love. You have a new name, which is Perion. And you are going to be on... Great question. What shift? You're on shift 3. Buddy, you're kind of not good at anything, so I'm going to leave you in blacks. I could train you to be good at something like operations or navs. I think that's the thing, is now that we have so many people, we got to start training a regular rotation of these two. And I think that's probably what I'll end up doing, is pulling some people off for a 4-5 schedule. And be like, these people only run operations. In the meantime, I guess, yeah, operations and weapons. Let's say Perion weapons and operations. Combat robot station. Cool. Combat robots are capable of engaging in crew combat to help defend against enemy attacks. Can be ordered to attack an enemy ship by using the rally point for robots. Should we make this room just like for combat robots? One, two, three, four, five. I could fit like 5 in there at least, or I could do this room. There's certainly a lot of places I could line up combat robots to go. Why don't we start with one right here? Because they are going to take a lot to build. Don't get frozen into carbon, you space scoundrel. Blame my phobia on watching Star Wars OG, very young, and the scene where Luke lands on Dagobah and the big alien fish eats R2-D2. Yeah, that's fair. What's happened here? Why did all these go to 0? Did I click that by accident somehow? Suspicious. Working on those hypersleep tanks next. Okay. We might as well grab all that goop. Then this is ready to dock over here. Oh, there's good scavenging on that ship as well. We could kind of start using hull and stuff, but I don't know. That seems to be building up okay right now. What I don't understand is with the like 100 tech scrap we basically have, how are we not just printing tech blocks like crazy? MFS unconditional. They got a stun rifle. Kind of want to buy that. Should get a laser rifle for it. It's a terrible deal. It's got to be the worst trade deal in the history of all trade deals. Crew drafted for a long time. This shuttle. Well, that explains where my other shuttle was for so long. Select all. Unload. Little extra loot. And we can abandon that. Okay, so we need tech blocks for that. We have all of our weapons and stuff back up and running. Ooh, excellent. Okay. If that's the case, we should start talking about adding in perhaps more auto turrets. Three turret charges. One turret charge. Maybe we should just be using energy turrets instead of auto turrets. See, now I've got this problem where nothing fits in here. This scanner, I want to move. I talked about doing that before. I'm going to do that right now. Which I think means I'm also then moving this solar panel. That shouldn't affect sleep, right? Why does a solar panel make so much noise? Once that's moved, we can move the solar panel there. Trying to keep stuff away from these guys is a problem. 1, 2. I could maybe put an extra bathroom in here. Not really. Kind of. This thermal regulator is just in the hallway. I hate that. I hate that very much. You know, I did talk about wanting more spacesuit lockers. Kind of up in these areas as well. I could potentially put that in here. Along with maybe another CO2 scrubber. All right, that actually is a good argument. We'll do that. Thermal regs. There are no good spots for you anywhere. Because you should all be on the walls, but for some reason I have decided not to put you on the walls. You know what? Apparently I have that there, so why don't we put you here? Okay. Just got this game, already loving it. Would you recommend a ship or base to start learning how to play? Probably the ship. The base is definitely more chill, but it does feel like with the ship, if you encounter problems like you don't know how to deal with the rogue robots, you can just kind of like get up and leave. With the ship, with the space station, you have to deal with threats when they come in, or you can get overwhelmed a bit easier. So you're an energy turret, you're a rocket turret. So now I could fit more energy turrets in here. Or I could fit more auto turrets. Oh, what to do, what to do. You know, I definitely don't have the blocks to build them right now anyway, so... Neiman, why are you breaking down? Is it just because you're moody? Uncomfortable sleep. Okay, I don't understand where people are getting uncomfortable sleeps to. X3 system core. Hear me out. What if I put the bedrooms in here instead? Huh? How about them apples? And then these rooms could have 4 hypersleep pods in them. Fire! On the power plant. Jareth, please tell me you're putting that out through the wall. You did not succeed. Okay, they got it. How do I stop these guys from getting so hot, hot, hot? They don't produce any heat. Backup power nodes. To the hull stabilizers? No. I do want more hull stabilizers. 1, 2, 3. I could fit 3 up here really easily. Let's start with 2. Probably I should be putting them in like different spots of the ship, but you know, whatever. Ever been close to a solar panel? They keep singing "Here Comes the Sun" by the old Space Beatles. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Are all our walls correct right now? I can't tell anymore. Not quite. You're gonna go like that. You're gonna go like that. You guys are gonna go like that and that. These have to go like that. This is... little command rooms in there. Let those guys take those. That should be like that. Chio, you don't have a door to your bedroom? Well, that might be why everybody's upset sleeping in there. I can imagine that being a little bit difficult. All right. Now I feel like our rooms are correctly painted. This room also, though, currently doesn't have any door on it. We had to do a lot of breaching, so FG, hello. Oh, come on in. Lex, Ella Rondell, FG Timby. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to our little ship. Our little ship up in little space. who is actually just getting ready to jump. We're trying to work towards the plot line today. Though currently we have just been repairing from some pretty heavy pirate attacks and just sort of rebuilding our ships up a little bit. Trying to get some more better weapons, shield generators, etc., etc. This is our ship. Originally it was kind of frog-shaped. It's been slowly morphing over time. But it's quite a bit of fun. I hope you're doing well. Hope a hotel architect was a bit of fun today. Huge ship. Also BRB. See you in a moment. Dread, how you doing? Otters are here to tickle us, take our lunch money, and our cookies and cake. That sounds about right. They can take all my cake. Tackless Chawa proximity. These guys keep wanting me to do these jumps, these jobs. Do we have... All right. We're kind of hurting on food. The good news is there is a farming station right here. We're gonna... How are we on ore? We're also actually really bad on ore. I'm gonna go here, mostly because there's chemicals. But there's a lot of valuable stuff for us to mine. Rogue bots and cyclical. Wow. Terrible location. We're just gonna strip mine this stuff and then we'll move out of here. We'll hit up that farming station and then we'll go into deeper space. So don't talk about how crooked the ship is. The ship is not crooked. It just looks that way. Confirmed I got cake. Can't confirm. Can't confirm caked up. Medical supplies and fabrics. Oh, I guess I haven't put this guy on. I don't know, continuous fabrics? So why don't we say like if less than 10? Because I don't want people just doing that nonstop. A couple of rogue bots coming in. Sugar. Do you have a gun? It's a stun gun. Uh-oh. Bo's out there. Jareth. I didn't realize there was a dropship coming in here. Jimmerfer's way on the far side of the ship. Noroth is flying that. Where's Neiman? I don't know if a stun gun does anything. Geo, you can just get out of there, buddy. Okay. It does do some damage. Probably the pistol would be the better option, though. Jareth's got a real gun. Neiman's got a real gun. They are not doing a very good job here right now. Geo, don't go back in there. My God. Where is Turg and Ungarum? Both have weapons. Never mind, we're okay. We're okay. Just a little rogue bot attack, that's all. We have a starfighter out now as well, so hopefully we'll hold them. There is a part of me... Oh God, more dropships. There definitely is a part of me that's like, what if I built a ton of starfighters? Livy is going into that starfighter. She is not going to get there in time. All right, Bo, Jareth, Jimmerfer, Noroth, draft up. I don't know where these guys are going to drop. Assumably the same entrance. No, I was wrong. It's the far side. But this time we're ready for them. No problem. We are working on getting that combat robot up, which is almost ready. I have that starfighter return home right now because it appears to be getting trashed. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hopefully that's the end of the rogue bots in this area. Refugee complaint. Who is this a refugee of? The military alliance. Oh, right. They said they didn't have room for her. All right. Look out. Gave me a real gun. No access or path to a medical bed. That's fundamentally not true. I also feel like they could have access to the kitchen right now. Yeah, you have access to that medical bed. I don't want to hear it. Chio, you've been drafted a long time. Sorry. So I'm low on medical supplies and poor bulletproof vests. That's a very specific thing to be low on. Somebody meant to have specifically a poor bulletproof vest? I guess I don't really want refugees having access to this kitchen now that I think about it. They're welcome to access the rest of this area, but I'd rather them just eating slop with the prisoners and using the prisoners' toilet. We still only have one toilet for the entire crew. Carrier ship incoming? That's definitely a bit of the vibe. Alright, so there's a bit left to mine on one of these asteroids. I guess a second energy turret is the best for me. The only problem is like if I don't have the supplies for this, they won't fire. Versus auto turrets will fire all the time. What I want to do is I want to put the rocket turrets in the front. These PDCs will have to move there, I suppose. I'm not designing this the best, but I'm figuring it out. I like the idea that the rockets are on the front of the ship, you know? And then we'll have these two big energy turrets on both sides. So we have PDCs kind of on the front and backs. One PDC in the front, at least, would be nice. I'll tell you what we could actually do. If I wanted to, I could actually cramp in this room a little bit and then put PDCs right here. Now the problem is this is where I wanted all my hypersleep chambers. So that really does change some things. I mean, I guess hypersleep chambers could go here. Geneva Convention doesn't apply in space. Introduce the refugees to the nearest airlock. Well, we get really good rewards for saving refugees. I'm just doing it for the money, honestly. Geo, high body temperature. Are you okay, buddy? I was held as a prisoner. This room doesn't have the best. Neither does that room. It's really funny because this room doesn't even have oxygen. You know, I am realizing something really funny, which is like, I am pretty sure being in spacesuits makes you work 50% slower. Oh my god, dudes. So even if I open that door, it won't pump in oxygen. Interesting. Can I build an O2 generator in here? Is there room for one? If I moved that light, there would be. I kind of low-key can't believe this. We haven't had oxygen in this room because it's been really convenient when fires break out. Because it literally can't spread anywhere. But, you know, if I could make it so that... Is there a gap right here? Oh, there is. We should put a gas scrubber in here. And another thermal regulator. If I could have them not have to wear suits, they'd all work twice as fast. I can't believe that. How long have we been sitting on that? That's painful. Doing it in hard mode out here, right? Seriously. Like, I'm sitting here being like, yeah, the recycler and stuff works really slowly. What's good is, like, we don't kill the power nodes anymore doing this. So my ship is not just constantly, like, decycling in power. The other two is venting O2? No, the other thing is just, it's scrubbing gas. So this place makes a bunch of hazardous gas and smoke. That's kind of the other reason I wanted this spacesuit door, is because it guarantees that the hazardous gas that's produced in here doesn't spread to the rest of the ship. And I can vent the airlock. Ooh, I didn't know I could turn off trade on these as well. Interesting. Fire. Is Neiman trying to kill himself? Oh my god, he is. Thankfully, Noroth was there and he just fixed the door. Which means I don't have to rebuild it either. Okay, so we're gonna buy some food maybe and do some trading here. Farming station, civilians. There's a military alliance that thinks we're hiding something. I have refugees, so I'm going to talk to them. These guys offer food services. 50 bucks a piece. They desperately want my carbon. Oh my god. I have one energy rod left, so I guess what I'm really doing here is buying all their energy rods. Selling another laser rifle, selling one of these. Selling some soft blocks. Some monster meat. Some biomatter. Okay, I bought root vegetables. I'm going to set up a second trade to buy, like, fruits. Yeah, I have, like, no food. Nuts and seeds. Electronic components are also really nice to buy, but... oh, boy. What do you want here, buddy? What can I sell you? The answer appears to be not a lot. So we're gonna do that. We gotta mine some energy. Yeah, we are. We're really energy hungry. We are being scanned. Okay. Thankfully, our smuggler's components has all the good stuff. Can I not? Huh. The answer is no, I can't. Deliver cargo. Ooh, it's a pretty good deal. Current sector. They want me to deliver food back to the Tau Zimmerman belt. I'm sorry, dudes. I don't think I can do that. That's cool that they, like, the inspection is just like they scan parts of my ship. But because we have a smuggler storage now, they won't see my contraband. They might see Brittany, though. But if they do, they'll just be like, hey, give her back. Contraband not detected. Inspection complete. So I'm just going to wait for these supplies. Buying all my garbage. Basically. Man, we have a lot of people. People at the gym calling you out for rustling so much. Put on your full plate armor at the gym. Oh, I guess they still haven't built this. It'd be cool if they would, though. Jester, you're right there. How about you do it? Now, annoyingly, I am going to have this little, like, error. This is unreachable. But... why are we not making oxygen in here? Oh, no, we are. Just took a minute. Took a minute to figure it out. So now it's basically, if this place gets bad, the suits are there, and they will lock this section off. But they should be able to start coming in shortly without suits. Perion has lit the kitchen on fire. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Let's put that out, and then we're going to jump. I guess like one crew is not on board. Oh, because I'm scrapping this place, apparently. Oh, no, they were in the Starfighter to deal with asteroids, I see. Sneaky. Constant vicious cycle with power. Solar panels win. We actually have a solar panel, but it doesn't do a lot. The solar panels can operate like a single oxygen generator. And that's about it. Well, we gotta go past these pirates next. There's lots of good derelicts and stuff up here. And they are kind of en route. And I'm not really seeing any energem anywhere else. I'm just going to let the jump be whatever it is. But we can start building better hyperspace space sleep pods now, too. So let's think. We got derelicts. How many jumps do I have? 3. We could drop in here. I am a bit low on ice. I don't really care about mining carbon. Could also hop here. There's a derelict. The Exodus fleet is right here. You have 21. Now that we're also making fiber, we can actually just like learn bulletproof vests. I don't think we need to get any of that tech. How much more prepared are we this time? Well, we are more prepared because we have a second shield generator, big shield generator, and we have 3 hull stabilizers now. And we're working on building more weapons. I'm just going to drop in here. Okay, the robots are coming from there. So that's manageable. Bo, Jareth, Jimmy for Noroth, Draft, get in the ship. Bo still doesn't have armor, right? No, he doesn't. Put that up at the top of the queue. We have a slight issue with this place because it's in a nebula, so we don't have any shields while we're here. It's a lot of guys in every direction. Why are there so many chimp bots here? Okay, well, we didn't get punched, but we did get zapped. Would getting out be a good idea? I actually can't tell. Just crouch. Okay, apparently I can't shoot around this. That guy just went into sleep mode, so let's just come out here and open fire. And this feels like probably we killed all of them in that very brief period. Excellent. Ooh, lots of good stuff. Mostly scrap, but 3 tech blocks. Fire on the old Turktopolis. You know, we used to not allow fires over here. So... Nice! Look, yeah, they're not wearing spacesuits in here anymore. So that plan did work. heck? Where did all these robots come from? Oh, Jareth, Jennifer, Noroth. Get back in the ship. Did they drop off a full pony dropship? I mean, I guess they must have, right? Rogue bots detected. Okay, we're gonna undraft all again. And then we'll clear the waypoint for that fighter. They must have dropped off somebody. That's really comical. Okay. Almost double the shields. Yeah, we're definitely double the shields because we have 2 shield generators now. Just still not a lot. And we've doubled the hull stabilizers and we're working on a 3rd one. Which I'm going to say is probably high priority here. Put that other set in there. I'd like to have more backup power. Though I'm not entirely certain about anything else. Ooh, also, check it out, dudes. Combat robot. Now, how do I use you? Combat robots can be ordered to attack an enemy ship station by using the rally point for robots. Select your ship station and use the robot rally point found in the lower left corner. Robots. Robot rally point. Ah. Cool. Robots clear. Where's it going? Neat. Well, we definitely want more of these guys. Because if I have them, I could just send robots over to the pirate ships and we can stay manning our stations. They cost tech blocks and energy blocks, which we don't really have. Now, I guess the other big option would just be like get rid of all of these weapons to build target jammers and fill these with fighter bays. That would be sick. Get rid of all your weapons, only use fighters. They'd never be able to get shuttles across if you just had a... That would actually be really good. If you just filled your ship with fighters and set up a target jammer. We gotta think about that. But Big Boom Boom, you are right. Big Boom Boom is correct. It is the unfortunate trade-off. I gotta tell you, now that I'm farming fabrics, we also are running a bit shy on food regularly. And I don't really see any way to fix that. Not easily. Yeah, that's okay. Let our guys do this mining. I think one problem is like when I go mining, because we only have one mining drone, it does actually take us a while to strip down stuff. Some part of your ship is unreachable. What is that part of the ship? You don't say. There's actually room behind this composter. That's kind of funny. We'll move that gas scrubber in a little phase then. That means that wall is unnecessary. No, you know what? I am wrong. What's meant to happen here is that gas scrubber is meant to stay there. This wall is meant to be dismantled. Because we had to move up that shield generator, I think. Sick. Now we know how to make bulletproof vests. Move this composter back. And then there's just a little more room. Where do we make bulletproof vests? Item fabricator? Yes, sir. Out of these fabrics. If less than... Dude, I'm going to say if less than 2. I also have these sentry guns that we still don't have anywhere. Did we give them to anybody? Steve Dave, I want you to pick up a sentry gun and a remote control. And a remote control. Ew. Interesting. Maybe not a remote control. I'm gonna give Perion the remote control. No, he can actually use a rifle. Neiman's got a rifle. Doctor's got rifles. Plasma rifles. Stun rifles. Shotguns. You have weapon 4. You can actually take a rifle too. Actually, just don't think I have rifles to give you. Alright, I'm gonna give it to Selden. And you know what? Let's give Livy one as well. There we go. I think I only have one remote control right now. I have no idea if you need a remote control per gun. So I tell you what, let's just make a second one just in case. And we're done here? We're done here. We're also out of fuel. Well, out of energy. The good news is that we don't need that for hyper jumping. I mean, the Exodus fleet is here. I could just ask them. I say... Yeah. Actually, yes. I can ask them. And you know what? I need these chemicals anyway, so... Let's mine all of that. So, Exodus fleet. Can you give me an energy resource package? Can I also get energy blocks and tech blocks from you? Damn. I could have got the targeting jammer here. How much does a medium battleship cost? 3. Let's wait until we're ready to go. But my understanding is you can summon those battleships and then take them with you. So I'm hoping we can take those into the pirate sector and give us a little bit of backup. Need a Death Star cannon. What ships are attacking you? Pirate ships. It's the short and the long answer. Dude, I don't have enough energy to fight pirate ships right now. Especially considering the fact that I am building 2 energy turrets. So if I go up this way, what are we talking about here? We actually don't even know what's up here, so it could be anything. Send my robot back in time? Unfortunately not. No time traveling robots. Okay, well, with this resupply, we have Cult of Haven. Yeah, they're not going to give us anything. With this resupply and this little bit of mining, why don't we prep to go into pirate section in the next video? I feel like that sounds about a right plan. And then we'll jump on in there and we'll actually move on to locate who the Fallen is in this next section. So we'll see you that time on the next time. Until then.